Joy family, welcome to the Joyful House and welcome to this crochet heart segment. This is project number 2, update number 6. First, let me apologize that we did not have an update last week. That does not mean that I did not get my 2 hours of working on the crochet heart project in. I did, but I then ended up frogging everything that I did. However, y'all know I'm not going to let y'all go through all of that and just hear me say it. I do have some pictures to show you what I did. And then after that, I did frog it. And I'm going to now show you the progress that I have made for this week. I did not get as much done as I had last week, but that's okay. So let me show you first what I had done and what it looked like before I frogged it. So let's just take a moment and look at those pictures. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed looking at the progress that I made, even though I sadly had to frog it. But you know what? That is part of the joy and the magic of designing, so it comes with the territory. Now, why did I frog it? Because many have said it looks fine. I frogged it for 2 reasons. One, it kind of was gathering a little bit too much right up under the arm. And so where that inseam was, where the shoulder and the arm connected, I ended up putting in a couple more decrease stitches there. But just in that beginning part. Then I allowed it to come straight out. Also, I tucked in the amount of stitches around because it was looking rather flared out. And while that will be great for a design on another sweater, that is not the look and intention I have for the Joy sweater. So that was the reason that I frogged it. But nonetheless, I'm very, very happy with it. I think it's going to continue looking great going forward. We don't have too much longer before I will have this one finished up. And then I will start the one in my size, which is a little bit bigger than the one that I am making for Mr. Joyful. And then I am going to do it in a toddler and a baby size, just so I can kind of test my own formula, which is kind of like the secrets in the sauce. Sorry about that. So that part I'll never share, but the write-up of the pattern, I do plan on doing that and sharing that. Okay, so let me show you what I do have. So again, it is not as much as what I had in that previous picture, but I am slowly working my way back on it. And again, right here, I love how it is not bunching up. And you can't really, I mean, it flows so much better under the arm. And you really can't see it a whole lot, except for in that picture where Mr. Joyful had. But even right there, you can see how it is flowing well from the shoulder to the actual arm itself. It's just is a smooth transition there. There's no extra, stitches down here, and then the sleeve starts to narrow up. So I like this so much better. So my goal is hopefully, maybe by the next time we're together, that I'll be able to have this arm completely finished. And then all I will have is the other arm to complete. But we are getting there. We are almost there. I'm very excited about how that is turning out. Before we head out, as my husband Todd always likes to say at movie night, wait, there's more. I do have some crochet heart business that I want to discuss with you. As many of you know already, Dana from Dana's Wonderless Crochet is the one who started Crochet Heart. And she started it in the spring of 2025. And I was one of the folks that she hashtagged to be a part of it and, participate. And I jumped right in and took off with it because I have so many projects that I want to do, and I have so many things that are here and in notebooks that are on paper that I want to design, and I want to take it from pen and paper to hook and yarn. And so I thought, this is it. This is it. I can give myself this grace and work on this just a little bit every week, and then keep up with all the other stuff that I have going on the channel and life and health and all that. And so I jumped right in. And as many of you know, I did one project, and now from this update, I'm working on the second project, and it is my design. Dana never put a time frame on how long you could work on it in that week or how long you had to take to do it. And I don't care if it takes you all year, as long as you're working on it. But I did for myself put a time limit of 1 hour a week. And this project, the second one, an hour was not enough, because when you're designing, you do a little bit of work and a lot of frogging and a little bit of work and a lot more frogging. And so an hour wasn't enough. So I increased it to 2 hours. And I think that's a sufficient amount of time because it's something that you want to stay excited about. But I also want to give you an incentive to not put it down and not go back. I want you to be able to pick it up the next week. So this is the incentive. If you work on your project, at the end of your time, when you go to put your hook down, just take a quick picture and send it to me. Every picture you send, I will give you 2 entries on my Tea Party giveaway wheel. Plus, what you send will air in my next update video. You'll have your own special little place in my update video. And then, of course, I'm going to do a showcase, and I'm going to do it twice a year, so every 6 months. The first showcase will be in July of 2026, and then the next one will be in January of 2027. And going forward, we'll do them in July and January. And that gives you a little bit of time. And it's okay if your project hasn't finished. All your update pictures will be there in that showcase. And that'll leave all of us waiting for more with the next showcase. So those are some incentives. And who knows, maybe there'll be some more incentives along the way. But the biggest thing is doing something that just makes your heart get all warm and gushy and excited inside because you are giving yourself time to work on that project. So I do hope that you will join us for the adventure. Now, the reason this update video did not go out on Saturday is because Thursday and Friday night, there was a little bit of chatter about the Crochet Heart segment. And so I took it to my Eagles, which is the upper 2 tiers of my Joy Team paid members. And I asked them for their opinion, and they agreed. In fact, there were 2 people there that wanted to be a part of this, but right now crochet is not really their passion, their craft of passion at the moment. And so I was like, okay, well, let me think about this, and I will reach out to Dana. Now, Dana has handed this over to me, so I'm certain whatever changes I need to make, she would honor and understand and respect. But talking about respect, I feel like I needed to reach out to her. After all, it was her baby, and I cherish her friendship. I am honored that she has even considered me to be the one to take this over. So I just felt like it was the right thing to do. So I reached out to her to see how she felt about there being a name change so it could incorporate all crafts, regardless of what that is. Some people find gardening a craft. Some people find cooking a craft. Whatever. And so she fell in love with it, and she said, yes, 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 please do that. And she even said she might get involved with some of her other crafts that are not necessarily yarny related. So going forward, starting today, I'm going to go ahead and make that change today. I was going to wait till I finished this project, but since so many of you have already started this journey with me, I'm going to go ahead and make that change today. And going forward, the name of this is going to be Crafts of the Heart. So anytime you post a picture or a video, please make sure you put hashtag Crafts of the Heart. And I look forward to seeing what you've got. So notice the new thumbnail today and notice the new name. And I hope that you will jump in on this. If you are new and you're still uncertain of what Crafts of the Heart is all about, please reach out to me. My email is in the description box below, and I will be happy to answer any questions. Be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations, and be the joy in everything you do. And I look forward to seeing your craft of the heart. Nugs and joy. See you next week.